Welcome back, YouTube, to part 4 of Defining Wealth. We're going through a little mini series, sub-part series to be able to teach about financial literacy and wealth building as a whole. And another aspect of wealth building is understanding this simple principle. There is no quick money. And if you want to make a lot of money quickly, then you just want to be rich. And in order to do that, you just got to find a skill or talent that allows you to make an abundance of money. And as long as you're doing that skill and talent and you mastered it, you're going to make money. But as soon as you stop, that money's going to disappear. And listen, if you're watching this video, that means you rather be wealthy than rich. So we want to look at what it takes, right? So when it comes to being wealthy, it's really about that slow money. Right? That slow money hit different when it comes to being wealth, right? Because you have multiple streams of income. And in order to have multiple streams of income, you got to learn one skill first and master that skill. Once you master that one skill, you go to learn another one. You master that one, then you go to learn another one. Next thing you know, you have different streams of income that's building your overall wealth as a whole, right? And with that being said, you built that money over time. If you think you're going to have multiple streams of income with a snap of a finger overnight, you're fooling yourself. Most people, it takes them 5 to 10 years to master one skill, let alone multiple skills. So just be mindful. Becoming wealthy, it takes some time, and it takes patience, and it takes intentionality, right? And most of our wealthy people as well, they own something. They're a business owner. That doesn't necessarily mean you are an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is extremely difficult, but you got to have equity in some sort of business. That means you're investing in businesses as a whole. You have equity in businesses, whether it's your own or someone else's. You own something ultimately is the key. So it's important to make sure over time, as you're building your money up, you're getting ownership in valuable companies that's going to put you in a different position. Well, now that we talked about the slow money, let's talk about what it means when you get quick money, because this is the realm a lot of you really want to know, right? Because every time I'm on the internet and I'm watching videos of someone telling someone how they made money, the first thing they say is, well, how do I do it too? You got to understand, for that individual, most likely they've been doing that skill for years. Even if they told you it, you can't just replicate that skill. Making money is not a simple copy and paste formula. And so many of us want that. So we got to get that out of our mind, that we can just take someone else's financial strategy to a T, put it in our lives, and have the same success as them. No, there's so many different elements. But with that being said, that quick money a lot of us looking for is we want to just win the lottery. We want to take a little scratch off and say, boom, we rich. But when you look at the statistics, you are so unlikely to win the lottery. If you took all the money you did gambling, you would probably have a good amount of assets built up that are bringing you money every week or month or whatever. So instead of gambling your money away, actually take the time to learn a skill that you can put your money in the stock market, maybe as an example, and start making money consistently over the years, right? A lot of times, which I don't agree with it, never do this, is through illegal activities, right? Some of which people know about, some of which people don't know about. Understand the law when it comes to making money. If you getting money in pretty quick, it may be a good chance you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. So be mindful that you should not do illegal things in order to make money. But illegal money tends to be a lot quicker, right? And one big win. Oh man, this is probably the biggest thing people want. This is the biggest thing that I see. People, especially in the cryptocurrency realm, they get into this massive trade early on with cryptocurrency. They ride the wave up. They sell at the perfect time. That luck of getting that big win makes them overconfident because they did it with one big trade in a day, made $10,000, and they think they got it all figured out. Listen, that does not make you wealthy because you got one lucky big win. You got to be able to replicate and duplicate anything you're doing in order to be wealthy. So it has to be sustainable. So if you have one big win, that's great. Good job. Do it again, right? And if you can't do it again, you got some more work to do in order to replicate that action that you did, right? Inheritance. Some of us are blessed that we were born into a family that money was given to us. That does not equate to wealth, which is why a lot of times with inheritance, they actually don't allow you to spend all the money they're giving you because you haven't built the mentality it takes to be a good steward of that money. So you can't just be given money and think you're wealthy. That's not how it works. Lastly, what most of us are, 99% of us here on this earth are, is an employee salary earning individual. We know every week or 2 weeks or month or however our pay period is, we're going to get paid if we're providing a service. And that quick money is comfortable money because a lot of us get set in our ways to working for someone else, and we don't ever allocate that money from that salary into ways that we can build that money up by investing in different kind of assets. And this is the trap we all get put in. And that's why we end up being paycheck to paycheck, because we like that quick money from knowing that when we perform this service, we get paid. When you do this in other elements of building wealth, guess what? You may have a month where you lose money. There's no guarantees like when you're providing that service as an employee. So just be mindful of that, right? Don't get put in a trap of comfort when it comes to being an employee. So with that being said, no quick money, right? It takes time to build wealth. Hate it or love it, the game is the game.
Put that work in. 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 They got to catch up, cause I'm too fast like Usain. Don't put me in no one-on-one, get cooked up. Well done. Came about that low pond, but now I'm swimming with